Today's tripping, y'all. What's up? It's been a minute. So much has happened. You feel me? So many things has happened in these last few days in this time. Hope everybody doing swell though. Cause we still here. We still here. Still, gonna continue to do what it is we doing. I was just tripping, man. Just tripping off life. Just life, bro. Like you start to see that life is just, man, life is just here to be lived. You feel me? It ain't a lot of stuff that you gotta do just to be. That's what I'm starting to realize. We put too much on life and then make our, gotta carry a burden that we shouldn't have on our back, but we'll put so much on life to where we'll walk around with this burden and just carry this burden and give the burden to other people, man, when life is just like it's just made to be lived, man, to just exist. Existence is itself is like it's so much. But we add to that and we make it this big thing. Like if you ain't doing this, then you doing the wrong thing. What's up, Dwayne? What's up, young God? Yeah, it's like we put too much on it. You feel me? Just because you doing something don't mean everybody else gotta be doing it. You feel me? You do what you do though. Like at halftime, it's like I wonder why we even worry about what other people doing. It's like especially if it ain't affecting us. Like we'll carry that. We'll carry what they doing over there and take that with us and go, oh, they do. Everybody has the right to do whatever the hell they want to do, and that's what they doing. Good looking out, Master Creator. Everybody has the right to do what they do, man, and that's just what it is. What's up, Ozo? I ain't even ready. I damn sure ain't ready, bro. I'm gonna be ready for this weekend when I dive in, though. Make sure of that. To make sure of that, yeah, cause it's gonna be raining, so it's gonna be in the house weekend, bro. And I'm like, I gotta dive. I gotta dive. So much stuff didn't happen. You feel me? I said I didn't seen so many deaths. I said, golly. I said if you can't accept death as a part of life or life as a part of death, man, I don't know what you're doing. Like it's like the all of it just goes together. It's crazy how it goes together because a lot of times it hurts. He said, "I need." Ah, no, man, bro. Hey, yeah, till you get that Dimitri, then you be like just walking past it, looking at it, going, it be looking at you be looking at it. You ain't about to dive in no time soon if it was right there on the shelf. Hey, if it was some shrooms, yeah, if it was 30 grams, yeah, you might eat it. But if you was walking past that Dimitri and it was right there on the shelf, yeah. Tomorrow, I'm going to go in tomorrow. My leg hurt right now. Oh, yeah, I forgot. I bumped the counter. And right here, I had messed up my leg. So I'm going to wait till this go away. You feel me? Oh man, but what's up with it, y'all? Yeah, man, I hope everybody having a blessed day. I'm trying to wait. They say you gotta wait a minute before you really start, cursing or smoking or anything. So I gotta talk for a little bit. You feel me? Before we get to the good stuff, before I jump in and I open Discord, because once I open Discord, we just be gone. We just like hopping in a Ferrari or something, and everybody just start pushing. You feel me? We are here. We are here. That's what everybody said. You feel me? Life is to be lived and live to be alive. Yeah. Yeah. It's just to be lived, man. You feel me? Like you supposed to be enjoying yourself and enjoying life. We put so much on life to where we make life a struggle. And it don't have to be. But I think we like to struggle. I think we like because if we don't struggle when we doing something, it's like people say, well, if it no pain, no gain, and it's like, yeah, that's a goddamn lie. Oh damn, oh dang. Should I think I might as well open Discord. I cursed already, but no, I'm just saying, bro. This thing's supposed to be easy. It's supposed to be easy. That's why you got to kind of watch the baggage you carry. Because you'll just be carrying baggage. You carry baggage from a long time ago. That's like BGL when she was talking about her experience. And you know, you in the story of her explaining her experience, you can hear the baggage that she was carrying when she went into it. You feel me? Like we carry so much of that because it's like hard for us to let go. Like even what people think about us, what other people feel about us. You feel what we think about other people that think what we think about. Hey, I said, man, this shit is like a straight tennis game. It's like a tennis match, back and forth. You feel me? Cause you be thinking something about them while they thinking something about you. You feel me? And they ain't, even if they ain't thinking about something about you, you can make people think something about you by just thinking about they thinking something about you. So it's like it's kind of weird, bro, how this shit play out. What's up with it, Green Buds? Chester Cheetah said, it ain't easy being cheesy. It really ain't, bro. It ain't easy being cheesy. Hey, it really ain't, man. It really ain't. That's why people be being so cheesy. You feel me? My bruh just was telling me he about to he just started his new album and he said that's what he was gonna name it. He was like, cause he was like, well, one of our partners that passed away, he was like, told him that life is like a movie. You feel me? Life is a movie. Every day is like a movie. And I said, damn, I said, you are correct. Because everybody is acting every day. Every day they putting on the acting. If they ain't acting the right way, boy, we be mad. I don't like when people don't be acting the right way. Like if you just see if a police officer pulled up on you, right? And he was acting like a teenager, a kid or something, you'll be mad. Like, bro, you supposed to be what are you doing? Like, you feel me? If you went to the store to go get a Swisher and the store clerk was acting like a school teacher, you'd be like, hey, bro, hold on, man. I'm just trying to get these switchers. So it's not like everybody's putting on the act that they just want to do. They're putting on the act that you want them to put on. Because it don't matter what act they even take. You going to put on the act and say they putting on this act right here. Or they're putting on this act. It's like fucking crazy, bro. Let's see. This shit is crazy true. I literally have this type of conversation with my kids today about being responsible and living your life. And we here to guide you. Yeah. Yeah, I tell my kids that all the time. I said, especially if I'm giving you something or got you doing something you don't like, you feel me? Let me know that you don't like it. You feel me? Because if it's something good like chores or cleaning up your room or something, you know, like there's a reason for that. But if I got you like say, I'm trying to make you play basketball because I want you to be a basketball star. This is what I want you to do, and I'm making you do it. I'm taking you practice, have you practicing 24. If I'm making you do this and you don't like it, say something. Maybe we can reach a plausible agreement about it. But don't just be doing it and then not like it. You feel me? Don't eat nothing that I say, okay, eat this, and you don't like it, but you just eat it anyway just to please me. Don't do all these things just to please me, because you yourself come first. So you gotta please yourself, because once you get into that, that's all you're gonna do the rest of your life. You're gonna just you're gonna do the things to please them. I'm only doing this because it make this person feel good. I'm only doing that. Like, nah, bro, because now you're not living for yourself no more. You feel me? If you don't like to do it, don't do that shit. I don't care what the hell it is. I don't tell them like that, but I'm just saying us being grown. If you don't, don't do the shit. Fuck that. Like, we do it all the time, though. We do it all the time. I forgot where I was going with that. I started hitting the weed. It started hitting me. I'm telling you, I've been at work all day. This is like my first blunt right here. You feel me? I said, I'm about to be high as a kite right now. I know I'm about to be high as a kite, but I'm gonna go on and just open up Discord so we can chop it up on Discord. Cause once I get high, I'm gonna be stuck.
Now, I'd like to hear everybody's perception.
Oh yeah, what we talking about?
Don't don't do. Okay, I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't even really answer that truthfully. Not truthfully, but like wholeheartedly and experiencedly. Like I can't answer that. I can answer it truthfully, but not wholehearted experiencedly. Like I think what I came across ain't wisdom like when you kind of apply the knowledge or something like that, or you actually go and do it and you kind of apply it or implement it.
What's
But the
up,
knowledge
Pastor
is just
Chat?
kind of the knowing. Like you just know how to. Let's say it's pizza. You know how to make the pizza, but you don't have the wisdom of a pizza maker type shit. Like the experience, the all the little shits that kind of come together that turn into this nigga being a nice ass I don't know how to explain. You know what I mean? Like you can know it versus going to do it and implement it and experience it type shit,
Yeah,
and
like
then it turns into a.
you could know it, but then when you go, like when you go to like the person that knows it or the person that's been doing it a long time or his whole life or whatever, when this person go to do it, they gonna be missing key ingredients sometimes. It might get close, but it won't be it. But it'll be
Oh,
close.
hold on. Hey, Cinco,
What you mean?
hit you with it real quick.
I had this a long time ago. It arrived to myself. Let me recall the answer that arrived to myself. Okay.
Or the question was
You're all
what's the
bang
difference
on.
between knowledge and wisdom?
Yeah, you're all bang on close. These analogies are being represented and is giving myself more information now. So I'm sort of working with this. I'll give you my perspective.
Yeah,
Give me a moment here. Anybody else like to go? I'm going to work with this.
yeah. I didn't know what was the question though. You trying to redesign
Oh,
it?
what's the difference between knowledge, wisdom?
Oh
What
damn.
is the difference between wisdom and knowledge?
Oh
There we go.
dang. Wisdom is knowing, right? Wisdom would just like be knowing. And wisdom, I mean, knowledge would just be like knowing. But I think wisdom is something that you learn from like almost like experience in certain shit or a lot of shit. So you like start to gain like the wisdom, or you have like you have when you have the wisdom, you have the understand. You don't have to know what that is to understand what it is.
Yeah,
That was hot.
Like you feel me? Like you don't you can
yeah.
see it and you can know and go, oh
You're, you're,
shit, you feel me? Like
you're,
you just to
yeah.
know.
I'll
I
say
don't
it
know
That's
like
I
what
guess
that
like
this,
a
is,
y'all.
but I
knowing. I
know
don't
how
know
it's gonna be.
if I'm
I'll say it like this, y'all. Knowledge is an act of information, and wisdom is an act of understanding.
Right.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everybody is bang on here. Everybody's giving their analogies. I can give you an analogy now here that arrives. Okay. Knowledge would be like in any form of manner that knowledge arrives, but it's
What's
not
up,
put into
Sam?
practice yet. Okay. So say I have the knowledge. I've studied how to rebuild this motor for 20 years. Just studied it on the internet, and I know it inside out. Okay. I have the knowledge how to do it. But now the wisdom shall come when I built this engine many times. And so myself, the knowledge is knowing the information, and the wisdom is knowing more information that makes more finer details to the completing of one's comprehension to the experience of the actual event that has been experienced and mastered.
Yeah.
So
It
yeah,
sound
everybody
like
It's kind of
it sound
weird
like
because
knowing the motive. Oh, my bad, my bad.
no, go ahead. No,
sounds
go
like what?
ahead, Con. Go ahead, Con.
How about it sound like when you know the motor, you might not know that, hey, when this motor heat up, you might have to push this element in there. Because if it's cold, it ain't gonna fit. But you like, yeah, I know that this piston or whatever, I forgot what the piece called. It's a piece in the motor that you gotta like either freeze it, like really, really cool type shit, so you can slide it in there, or it won't fit at all. Like it won't fit, or you're gonna have a hard ass time getting it in there. Somebody that know it can go in there, but the nigga who been working on your car for like 5 or 10 years, this nigga know how to get it in there. You ain't even know. You like, hey, I know how to do that. Let me see. Why won't this go in there? And niggas looking at you like, hi. He don't even know he gotta go freeze that, or he gotta go make it colder or something. or he don't know this metal be shrinking or it be expanding. He don't really
Yeah.
know. He know how to do it, but
Knowledge.
he don't know the components or like the experience part of it. Like, oh, why did screw loose? Oh, it's expanded.
Potato,
Oh,
potato.
okay. The metal expanded.
Yeah,
Or the
Gnostic.
coming out.
Wait, hello. We got a couple people in the chat that said something. I'm going to read them real fast. Gnostic Chef said, knowledge is the information and facts acquired through learning. Wisdom involves the ability to apply knowledge judicially in practical situations, considering broader perspectives and consequences. And then Pai Mei said, knowledge is the is derived from understanding. Wisdom is derived from experience. Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Right.
Because if you got the knowledge to
Right.
work on this car, you can have that, right? Like like me, I don't have the knowledge to work on cars, but I have the wisdom of it because I know if this thing breaks on my car, I can go, okay, I can go on YouTube and I can watch a couple of videos and I can just fix it myself.
Yeah.
Like because
Like you don't gotta know all the compartments and components of how to fix this thing,
yeah.
but you understand how this thing can be fixed. I don't know how to explain.
Yeah,
You know
you
what I mean? It's like
understand
I don't
how it
need to
can
know
be
the pistons
fixed.
and the shaft and the drive
So-
crank and all of that. I don't even know the names to know. Okay, this system is doing this thing. Oh shoot, I'm smelling this. I might have a leak or something. Let me go to YouTube. Like
Yeah.
you take one area and you apply it to the other, something like that. Kind of being
Yeah.
resourceful with your data set that you got. Yeah, exactly.
That-
With both of those pieces
And what
combined
was you gonna
together, I think that's like spot on. Not gonna-
Theo was gonna say something. No, he has some
Uh,
vibrantia.
Vibrantric thought core. But no, I think it's something to do with being unknowing. Like almost a baby is more wise, and someone who's knowledgeable can be more knowing. 'Cause even if we know a lot, there's some part about some paradox in it. Or if you be unknowing, that's the way to know anything that you have access to. So yeah, definitely take experience throughout that repetition. Kind of like playing guitar. It's like your fingers are learning it. After repetition, a certain amount of it, your fingers know less. That frees up space for your mind to know more. It's like a complexity, simplifying process. Rinse and repeat,
Right.
infinite building.
So basically, wisdom and knowledge are sort of reflecting to each other, where the wisdom would be you have more knowledge that creates the wisdom, giving more knowledge of analogies and angles, of course, to the experiences experienced with the knowledge that gets one to the wisdom. So they're both working with each other, sort of. They are both sort of a mirror reflection, keeping each other in check.
I think a
So
lot
here we are.
Come in and just explain it.
of the right foot just walking.
So
If you
basically-
think about it, it's kind of in the wording when they be like, wisdom is understood because the knowledge is to build up. And I feel like when you do the wisdom, it's like a breakdown. Like you ever hear somebody or be around like a circumstance, they be like, hey, he's smart as heck, or yo, you sound mad wise. Like,
But
what would you think the script would
that's-
say? Well, I don't even know the word I'm trying to say, but what would you think kind of differentiate the two for somebody being like, yo, this nigga mad smart or this nigga mad wise? You know what I mean? Like, what would be y'all kind of what's the name to be like, or if y'all did see something like that, where it's like somebody made a judgment that this person is wise. It's like, what feeling do they get that just gets them to label them? Is it like, oh, I'm gonna just do the natural character of saying like 3 words, but it means a lot of stuff.
It's like
Or would you say
the
analogy that
knowledge,
makes
the knowledge is the both. Like somebody said potato, potato. And now that's all I'm saying. It's like knowledge is wisdom. Wisdom is knowledge.
Some part about knowledge and wisdom where it's like being in the flow. Like it's not always
Edge
wise
of
much all the time. But then it's like if you look down at your map, the longer you look at it, the more you're looking at the knowledge.
He said, knowing
Oh.
knowing is baking the cake with a recipe. Wisdom is cooking the cake without a recipe. Master Creator said, knowledge is knowing the ledge of the art. Wisdom is being wise in the domain of the art. Okay.
right?
Okay,
And
time out.
then
He just said some guru junk. Can you reread that?
He said, "Knowing is knowing the ledge. Knowledge is knowing the ledge of the art. Wisdom is being wise in the domain of the art."
right,
Oh, you see what I mean? Like just right there, nigga just gave an example. Nigga
What's up,
said some
Bozo?
like, you know what I mean? He like, oh that nigga why? Like the nigga just said like some
Yeah, yeah, he
arrhythmic shit. Like he
wise.
said some rhythm
He
shit.
wise. Whenever I think wise, I always think that old dude. You feel me? That old dude that just be telling people all this, giving them like little, life hints or wisdom. It's like, whoa, okay,
Talking about nigga
knowledge.
ill will.
Yeah, knowledge is that one dude that went to school, Terrence McKenna. Had knowledge and wisdom. God damn. Went
right.
to school and learned all the tricks of the trade about everything and everybody.
Yo, I'm telling you, I think okay, I know like we passed that
We
part, but I think this is the part I was trying to get at. It seemed like the more you know and shit, you could just easily trap yourself. You know, not trap yourself like, I'm trapped. But it's just like you can down spiral, in spiral, whatever spiral you want to call it. It's like you always can get beside yourself and whatever. But when you wise, you kind of just relax. You kind of just, well, no, that's the perception I'm throwing at. But that's what I be seeing. You more relaxed. You more understanding.
I
Like
was
you're not even tripping off of all of these steps the person went through. You know how the old person in the movie always know what's about to happen, so they don't even trip. Kind of like
man.
that. That nigga's on a bigger picture scale rather than like in spiraling, up spiral, whatever type of spiraling, and kind of just like no, no. I need to know. I need to know. He just chilling. He just or
Yeah.
she, you know what I
But
mean? And
it
what
be
or God chilling.
it's weird because like we look at the two things and like people try to make one better than the other, and it's like, is one better than the other?
It's like now they both need each other. It's like you gotta even. I feel like you gotta trap yourself to even know that you can trap yourself to trap or something, and then
Yeah,
get out of that so you can kind of like become stronger or something, or
yeah,
maybe realign with something different. I think that like they kind of need each other to even be what we perceive them to be. If there is no wisdom, then who would be knowledge or something, or what would it be? You know what I mean? If there was no knowledge, where would the wisdom be or something like that?
That's
It's kind of
that's
like
Knowledge, you learn stuff when you as you learn things, you're learning these stuff, so it becomes acquired knowledge. This acquired knowledge, the more you use it, it becomes wisdom.
They say like in the Tao, they say if you sharpen the knife too much, it becomes dull. If you run too far ahead, you fall behind.
yeah. That's
So
what
there's-
I was thinking because if you get caught up in one or the other, it might take you a little bit too far. And when you get real further, you gonna start to, you gonna think you Jesus. You better than everybody else.
I
You gonna
remember when
think,
I thought I was Jesus.
you think you
I wanted to
Jesus.
buy myself sandals and everything.
that's like you know what? That's funny you say that. I've spoken to so many people who've had the JC complex. I'm wondering if that's a matrix script programming that many people do go through. Because at one point in time, there was a spirit making myself believe you're the Jesus, you're Jesus, and I'm
Yeah,
like, after
yeah.
many years, I'm like, I got that damn sneaky spirit trying to trick me to have this
Hey,
ego that I am Jesus.
your parents never told you was special. You special. You different. They was trying to tell
Yeah,
you, you Jesus, you Jesus, you just don't know it.
You got
oh,
so much
I-
potential.
Yeah, you got
You are
so
so
much.
special.
You just that
Nigga,
special one,
what?
and look. I mean, look how fast you run, and look. Yeah, pump us all the way up. Like really, they trying to say you Jesus, you really Jesus, but only if you knew.
yeah,
Bro,
they're
once the
great.
lady,
Disease.
but
Yeah,
once a lady was like, "Listen, I need to pull you aside and speak to you," and she was like, "You are one of the most I forgot what she described me as. I've seen in my 10 years of teaching. And I'm like, well, I don't know if you just saying this stuff or you just trying to like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. You making me suspicious here, bro. I don't know if you bigging me up or you being honest.
That you making me some species.
Yeah, you making me suspicious.
So,
bro.
hey, what do you tell us? What did she say? What do you give us the whole lot here, if you want? Was she flattered you or what?
Okay, so like all throughout school, it was like easy type shit. So it was just like exactly what. Wait, whoever just said you run so far you fall behind. Exactly that. I was way ahead of my time to the point to where it became like boring sometimes, and I didn't want to go to school on time. I didn't see no point of it. It made no sense. So I would show up like half the day, or show up toward the end of the day, and I think I was taking earth science. You need lab minutes, like they make you be there type shit. I'm like, okay, cool, and I was missing some, and then she was like, "Hey, Jahan, can we speak or something like that?" I'm like, okay, what the hell? And that's when she gave me this feel like, listen, oh, you have so much potential. You're one of the brightest kids I've seen in my 10 years of teaching. And then I'm like, okay, lady, I don't know if you're big on me. You making me suspicious here, lady. Like some people do care for your well-being. Don't get me wrong. They be like, if you don't do that work, especially if they black, they don't care nothing about that. You know, it's not like it's unprofessional. But they're kind of like, smack, what do this work? Because it's like mama love or something like that, like some auntie. And not like I'm more like, bro, if you don't stop playing with me, we're from the same streets. Like, we from the same, I'm not from the suburbs. I'm from where you from. Don't play with me.
We didn't listen to none of that good
I
stuff.
want you to do good.
We looked at them crazy. We looked at them crazy and kept pushing.
Yeah, bro, I kind of just bypassed. Bro, I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to hear it. It just sounded like some normal stuff. Like what you always hear.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's why I be telling my mom now, like, dang, you know, if I would have actually listened to you back then, I'd be a lot further ahead.
Yep.
You know, I didn't listen. I was hard headed like what? I wanted
Hey, what
to
up,
do
Harold?
good rat shit with my friends.
That's either a big old raccoon or Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. H. Let's see.
Okay, all right.
Come on now. We don't gotta be burping like that here.
Oh shit! Sorry, man. I didn't know my mic was on. I apologize.
You knew
I
that
thought
shit
it
was
off.
on, Big Chill.
Shit.
You knew that shit was on. Where Master Creator at when you need
Is my
him?
camera on? Is my camera on? Oh shit!
You should have
been I'll be doing naked workout right now, so I'm
Put
just
your
listening
clothes
to
on,
naked
man,
workout.
before you turn on that camera, bro. Put your clothes on. You feel me?
No, man. Come on, man. We ain't on live, man, right?
You know we on live right now. We
live. Shit, you're lucky, man. Look at it and turn that motherfucker on, man.
Oh shit, bro.
Big Chill be
I didn't know who was on.
Big Chill be walking around the house with no clothes on, naked with just a t-shirt on.
No, man, not even a t-shirt. Come on now, man. 2 nipple rings and I'm ready to rock and roll, baby.
Chill out, Big Chill, Big Chill.
No,
That nigga just
I'm doing certain stuff.
that nigga walk outside with him.
I'm legit.
Yeah,
So
when I
what
was
you
a
were
kid,
saying-
I used to take about part everything when it was nothing I couldn't fix as a kid. I don't care
Hey,
what,
Big
I'm still the same way. was
I still
nothing.
do that.
It's nothing. I was
Hey, you ever tried to
MacGyver.
turn you ever try to turn your bikes into a motorcycle or something when you was a kid? Like you didn't know how you gonna do it, but you trying to turn it into a motorcycle or something, or fix it in some type of way.
Yep. All type of shit. I thought I remember when I had one of them old school, like it looked like the way the lowrider bikes is made, but they used to have the big wheels on it. And I remember when I made a lowrider bike by accident. Man, I used to have thousands of bike parts in the yard, bruh. I used to take this part, put it on that one. Big Chill, you remember them days. You feel me? When I had the pink GT with the pink GT tires, but I'll just be switching parts all the time, bro. Like, okay, kind of say you my brother, right? And mom buys bikes. Let's say you just stop riding your bike. One day you come out, your handlebars be gone. They be on my bike.
Nigga, why you gave me a duo cycle? It's not
I
even a
don't care. The
unicycle.
TV break,
Duo cycle.
I'm fixing it. The radio break, I'm fixing it. You feel me? Remember when the tape used to shoot out and the tape would break, and we used to have to take the white tape apart just to fix the tape player and shit. You gotta put a little piece of tape on it and all that stuff. You did that, Big Chill. I know you did that. I mean, I should have said A-Track. I forgot how old you is. A-Track, yeah, baby.
Yeah, I
That just
remember
had
the
a
8-track.
turn
I was a
sound.
little kid with the 8-track shit. I was
Yeah.
a little kid. Wasn't really into music at that time, but more outside climbing trees. You know what I mean? Jumping
Yeah,
out
but-
cars and shit.
But I think
But I remember the 8-track.
it's kind of crazy because doing all that, like it made me able to fix a lot of things that I probably shouldn't have even known how to fix. I remember my dad gave me a clean ass Cadillac sedan DeVille. I mean I think it was a Seville. That shit was hella clean. And he was like, my lights on my dashboard wouldn't come on. I took that car. I think I had them lights on in like an hour. Pull right back up. He like, how you do that? I was like, I don't even know. I connected these two wires to these other two wires. I put a radio in it, and the shit works. Like, man.
Fab
You
said,
can't do that shit now, man. Now it's all computers, right?
Yeah,
Next
it's all
level.
computers. You still can do it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
still can do it. Man, you seen dude
You
do
can
the
do it,
Tesla?
but you gotta go through the diagnostics.
Didn't dude fucking jailbreak the Tesla or some shit?
I know
I heard
homeboy
it-
got that Cadillac or I think it's some SUV he bought, hybrid, and he made it into water.
Never even
And
seen
now
it.
he's missing.
That's right.
He made the YouTube video. He showed you these compression bottles that you make for your vehicle, and you could run it off of half water, half gasoline, some mix.
Yeah.
He was on YouTube like a couple months ago, and he
I
disappeared.
was on YouTube years ago. I
No,
remember
no,
that back
not
in
the
my-
guy that went. No, not the guy that went to the fucking restaurant and met up with
I
the
said
car
that'd be
guys
the
and had a
chills.
heart
Where he
attack at the table.
disappeared
This is
to?
a new guy. This is a new guy that had a caddy, the hybrid new Cadillac, and made some high. I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck he did. I've
Some-
seen the video, but he's dead now. They can't find him.
Then he
was
probably
like a
ain't
couple months
dead. They probably paid
Or-
him and he got on. Cassette tapes and even record players. But not-
Or he's
no,
working for
H-Track.
him now
Yeah, he's working for the government for sure.
through forced
For sure,
conditions.
but he-
My
Yeah.
dad had
The
an
other guy they
H-Track
killed,
player
the
in
guy
his
from the
T-Bird.
'90s, yeah, that made the motor out of water, and then he went to the dinner with the two of the biggest car guys, and he had a heart attack at the table.
That's
Tell me that
all
wasn't suspicious.
speculation, though. That's all
No,
speculation.
he did die. That guy died at the table. The dude that made the
Yeah.
water power motor.
I see this other article that was defining. Actually, scientists they have this technology. They have a uranium pellet the size of a small pellet, like a BB gun. Actually, could run the car for infinitum, more than a lifetime span. But the problem is, if the car got the accident, you'd have a nuclear detonation, right? City block.
That's what I'm saying. That shit's radioactive, bro. That'll kill
Yeah, radioactive. Yeah. So
you. Just
yeah,
one
that
little
would,
tiny ball, man. Kill your whole
Ye-
city.
it would be good to have a car accident and you got nuclear
I
detonations
think they
happening.
can make
for
a
some
car. I
stuff.
think the Kia boys.
I seen a video the other day. Some stupid dude online bought a radioactive chamber. Now it was sent from Chernobyl, which is fucking stupid because you can't get them new. It's these canisters that hold radioactive, and if they're for sale and they're used, chances are it had something radioactive in it. Homeboy bought it, did his video, showing it on the video, and you could see the video was getting blurry, and that's a sign of radiation. And the kid dead, man. He died. He never bought it off of Amazon or something. He bought it off like the dark web, a radiation chamber. But you don't need to have those. He opened it up. As soon as he opened it up, like I said, the camera visuals, because radiation affects digital recording and stuff, you know? But within 12 hours, the kid was dead. So don't be buying no radioactive containers offline, guys. I'm just saying.
You know what I did? I bought a
Oh,
radioactive.
it was legal.
rock.
It's totally legal. Yeah, totally legal.
I went on this website. I went on this website and I bought a radioactive rock that was at 3,000 cycles radiation specs. It even gave me a authentic piece of paper with that. But anyways, eventually I threw it away.
Pi May said nuclear batteries last for decades.
Yeah, it's all about that nuclear fusion now. That's the next fuel, right? Free energy, right?
I ain't heard about that. The nuclear fuel.
They're building generators right now, 2 in space. America's got 2 going on. I think Canada's got 1. I don't know, but they're being built, and I think like 2 of them are finished now. Not till 2025. It's not going to be free energy. It's going to be free for our governments. They're still going to charge us, but if you can access it, then you can get that free energy. You know.
I always presumed we're getting prepared for a radioactive future. Anyways, it's sometimes it reminds me of the Bible. I am the rock, the eternal rock. Well, the decay of these radioactive rocks could be billions of years. But I'm gonna throw something in here to further back it up. Could it be that the cell towers and all the cell technology? Okay, it's radio waves. Obviously, it's not natural radio waves. Radioactivity, radio waves. You get radio waves at a high enough frequency field, then they become radioactive. So maybe we're arriving to something returning to where we actually did come from, a radioactive future. This reminded me of, remember Superman? He came from the planet Krypton, and
Yeah,
Krypton was a type of radioactive type of rock. That why Superman reacted to it, because he was so gone from his natural environment, Krypton, which is a type of very dense radioactive energetic field. That's why he reacted to Krypton. But kryptonite was represented in the movie as a type of radioactive type of element that Superman was allergic to.
Yeah.
Only lead could block it. So I'm always thinking is, maybe we are arriving. It seems like it, anyways. That we are in a type of radio type of minimal active type of reality with these cell emissions happening. So I think we truly believe what you were just saying about the radioactivity of the government building towards that category. It's a very feasible thing that's going to be happening. So maybe we're being introduced to radioactive levels at a slow pace. But also I've read articles where they define radioactivity accelerates evolution, also can transmutate and be a bad thing. But
that's what I'm saying. It transits the fetus DNA. It reconstructs everything. That's why there's giant wolves with 2 heads over by Chernobyl. Kids living long time with 4 arms, 3 legs, maybe 2 Siamese twins that would regularly die, even in the Western world, because complications.
Man, all this
Their
must
immune
be
systems
happening
get
in Canada.
stronger instead of weaker. So it's very weird what's happening out there. And plus,
Right.
a new theory, we used to
happening
think
in
that our
Canada.
core was lava.
Big shit.
A lot of scientists now believe that it might just be a radioactive ball in our core,
right,
not
right.
lava. So
you're
we could be
bang
onto
on.
something, brother. I'm just saying.
You're bang on. And you know what just
He
arrived
said
to
a
myself? Check this out,
radioactive
everybody.
ball, not lava.
Yeah, not lava. A lot of the scientists, like almost 50% of them, believe now because there's some kind of pulse coming out, and lava doesn't give pulse; it's a flowing matter. So
Right,
there's some
right.
kind of magnetic shit happening, not just
Radioactive
in
ball
our
in the center of
rocks,
the earth.
the plates on the outside. It's in
Let
our
me see
core.
if I can
And I mean,
do this.
I don't think they've ever dug to the core. They can say they took pictures. I don't think they really fucking know. Like, I don't believe them when they say it's lava or it's not. I don't think they fucking know.
Well, they
You know?
said it was from my understanding, they defined it was an iron core with lava.
They
But you're
said it
right. It's
got-
probably, I put bets on it. It is a radioactive core.
They say it
Very
got-
dense radioactive
They
core.
say it got
Because the
radioactive.
Earth pulsates, right? When
radioactive
we do that
decay.
circle around the sun, we're doing a corkscrew. But every 26 seconds, the Earth gives off this like frequency pulse.
Right. It
You
sure
can check
does.
that shit out every 26 seconds, man. And it's not radioactive, but it's like not gamma, it's not whatever, but it is some kind of thing, but we haven't tapped into it. It doesn't bother us because the tap comes from somewhere and it's coming from the core of the Earth every 26 seconds. Because we don't purposely go circling around the sun. We sort of corkscrew wobble. It all depends on what illustration you saw. So you might think we're just planets going around. It's not really like that. We sort of twist and turn and corkscrew as we go in a circular motion, But inside our Earth is circling even faster. Like I believe every 26 seconds it makes the cycle inside the core. That's why that thing, and it's been detected. Even some people can, if you hear the ringing
They said
sound.
radioactive decay.
But like you were
Yeah.
saying too, not all bad things come from radiation. We could be a product, like you were saying. We could be a product of radiation.
And what
Maybe
you're
the
saying,
caveman touched the meteorite and touched the radioactivity and we became them. Who the fuck? I don't like.
Check this out,
Because we
everybody.
definitely look like mutants. Look at us. We're not mutated. Come on, we're
What arrived to myself was, how about this? Maybe the X-Men movie was telling us the truth. You know that X-Men that set up that device that was accelerating everybody to mutate and evolve faster. He's like, evolution is too slow. I'm accelerating. How about if all these cell towers are actually types of accelerators to get everybody to an accelerated rate? And this is why I define maybe what you just said about the core maybe being radioactive is very accurate. So maybe we are from a radioactive future, or the radio emissions is the free energy fields, what people call gravitational fields, maybe types of radiation fields. Maybe this is all just
radiation is everywhere, all in the space and other atmospheres, part of other planets. It's part of their life. But for some reason, this bubble that we fucking live in, radiation fucks up our genetics, our DNA, our structure, and everything. But other planets have radiation, part of the carbon compound of existence, if there are life forms there. But they say, oh, it's got too much radiation, it prevents life forms. But how the fuck do you know that? Maybe the life forms rely on the radiation. I'm just saying.
Yeah, how about this though? You're right. They say it's supposed to mess us up, but how about if a more higher active radiation field accelerated our evolution? And they know that if they program us to have a negative thought projection, we're actually creating a bad reality from this radioactive acceleration field where if one is informed, how about if they informed us that it accelerates evolution and it's healthy? Would people be more healthy? That's all I'm aiming at. Perception-based thought reality.
Just like everything else, it could be good news or bad news, good food, bad food, good fat, bad fat, good calories, bad calories, good sugar, bad sugar. If radiation is bad, then there must be a good part of radiation that we could maybe manipulate. Well, they do. They use it to kill cancer cells, right? Chemo and shit. You see? So you can use radiation to save, but they tell us it's fucking bad. Don't fuck with it.
Okay, I studied radiation.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if it's radiation, right? Like stuff that come from the sun, like UV or something like that, right? So I heard somewhere like along the lines, if you can upgrade your body or like strengthen your body, not like muscular wise, maybe that's a part of the factor, but like strengthen the cells on a cellular level. If you can have your cells be able to withstand that radiation, you will be valid. Or something like that. Not valid. Like,
but I think radiation kills the cells. That's what they use to kill that in cancer. So it kills cells. But it can kill bad cells.
Okay, it might be like certain types of whatever the sun puts out, whatever we get from the sun. Like if you stay in the sun too long or something like that, or they be like the UV spectrum or something like that.
Wait, hold on. Look, this is what I don't understand. Right? If they only went down 8 miles into the earth, how do they know what's down there?
That's what I'm saying. I don't believe anybody tells me they know.
Who gave them the rest of the story? Who told them what the core was?
That's what I'm saying. That's what we were taught in school. Lava.
Do they take pictures and stuff? Like they do like a geographic or a demographic? I don't know what the word is. They kind of like a landscape or something. Or they try to do some test where it's like, hey, these minerals.
How far have they?
I don't know. I don't know what their conclusions are. I'm not gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna bullshit you.
But apparently the story is like people has been to Middle Earth, the middle of the earth, through from 1600s, 17, 18, 19, up to the 2000s too. They've all disappeared after they came back and told people about it. And apparently, due to the stones and stuff, they have their own atmosphere, their own gravity, and everything in the middle of the earth. So I mean, I don't know, man.
Big Chill.
Journey to the Middle of the Earth is a serious book too.
Wait, Big Chill. Like, Blake got something to tell you. Say it again.
What's up, Blake?
He said the core was discovered in China.
Nah, man. Chinese, they can't see past fucking 20 feet.
Yeah, niggas, yeah. That's like a double.
Chinese people are blind. Come on, man. You know.
Yeah, he said, do you know about the hole they made in China?
The Russians went the furthest though. That's the ones that went the furthest. I believe the Russians have the record. If I'm correct, you could Google that. I believe the Russians were so far the furthest ones to go deepest into Earth. It could be China. It's either China or Russia.
He just said China, Big Chill. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I don't believe it. I
Wait,
checked it.
How far did
Russian.
Jaquavion discover?
Yeah, but I don't believe that
Jaquavion
shit.
just said China. I think he was messing with
Nah,
Chill. I'm not
You
sure.
can't believe, you can't believe nothing
I
China.
think he
It's
just
intelligent.
messing with Chill.
But
That's why
definitely
I'm
was
like,
the
that gotta
Russians.
be a
Because don't forget, the
double
Russians were the
entendre.
ones who broke into hell, right? And they got those sounds of the people screaming.
What?
But then they went in another spot and went further down. Yeah.
Wait,
Like what?
So that
what?
was fucking. That's still 1999. Man.
Wait,
That's a long time.
huh?
That's old
They
news,
broke
man.
into
That's
what?
nothing new. That's old news. Those are the hell sounds, you know.
Who broke
But a lot
into
of people
what?
fake the videos and use
I'm
the
telling you.
screaming from a
Hey,
1940s horror
hey,
film.
I'm telling
So
you,
you got to
bro.
be careful which video
We
that
will.
you watch. A
Hey,
lot of fake ones out there.
we got to make life more complicated than what it is. We have to. This shit is
No, but the Russians
interesting.
sat down and they had a fucking microphone on their
I'm
shit,
about to-
and there was people screaming, yelling, asking for help, and it scared the shit out of them, and they went to another spot. But it's
I ain't gonna.
true shit.
Okay, that
Whether
might
it's
be
the
I ain't
some
heard
sounds
inner
of
that
a
earth
though.
shit.
cabin
Yeah, I ain't
could
gonna
be
lie,
I
fake.
Big
seen
Chill.
that.
That might be some inner earth people instead of
No,
hell.
I've
When
been
you,
in
when you
caves
tell a nigga
before
like
where
you
you
go
hear
to
people
hell,
screaming
I'm
and
thinking,
yelling, and you hear talking. It's no ghosts or nothing. It's just the wind. So things can be proven. Things can be proven. You got to go there and see it. They just put a mic down there. Just because you hear crying and screaming, that don't mean nothing, man.
now you know what I think of like some inner earth junk instead of like hell. Think about it. Think about it.
But if
A
you want to
nigga
get a good
to break
scare,
into hell,
if
bro,
you
you
want to
might
get a
need
good
a lot of
scare at
some
3:15
mushrooms,
in the AM
some
hour,
DMT,
watch that video of when
Indian
and
feathers.
listen to
Like
the
you might need
sounds of
some
that
shit.
microphone in hell. It'll freak you out. 3:15, got to be 3:15 though. Don't listen to it. 3:15 a.m. Listen to that. Don't
I
tell
I'm
them
need
just
to
Big
saying
Chill
see.
you
sent you
might
though,
need
because
some
I can't help it.
psychedelics to go break into hell though. Well, no, you don't even need no psychedelics, but break. Think about that.
I
Like
don't know if
imagine
it's
a nigga
hell,
saying he
but
was
they went
breaking into
down like
heaven.
6 miles or 5
How did you
miles,
break into heaven? What?
and they
This
started
nigga
hearing
crazy. Like,
screaming
them
and
niggas,
yelling, man, and it's not a good sound. But if you hear the fake one, it's a soundtrack from like a 1960s horror film, because people fake the video and use the soundtrack from that when Buddy goes to hell and all the people screaming. You know, so do
How
your
about this?
research.
How about this? Okay, how about I got a different perspective. How about if they were finding a paradise, the inner earth, and it was very advanced beings just playing a trick on those guys to scare them to get
Yeah,
them go.
exactly. Yeah, man. There's different layers to the shit, bro. We just live on the crust, on the scab of the earth. Do you know you know how thick this earth is, this potato, whether it's flat or not?
You know, I've realized one thing. Okay, going more towards the core would be more denser dimensional levels. Okay, so the core to what would be defined returning to source would be arriving towards the core of the earth, into the earth, right? So it's just like you're right. Yeah, right. There's many levels within this channel, and beings will be tested before they make it to the core through all what I define the hell level testing of conditioning, right? Exactly. A lot of what I've realized on this ascension is there's major fear testing and pain testing in one's ascension. Those are the main core basics of arriving to what is perceived the underworld. The underworld is the destination target core. Okay, the core is down in. There's Earth above. I call it the channel out conduction field, and then there's the Earth
Always
below.
above and below, right? Yeah.
You're right above of it, yeah. Saying above and below, two channels, right? So the perceived hell down, the underworld, is not hell. That's actually our final destination, ascending towards the core. Now descending would be up and out. The higher somebody goes up and out, the more they go to a less density frequency. So that is pretty cool thing that was brought to the table. Just throwing in variables, probabilities, and possibilities.
But
But
don't think those
definitely,
motherfuckers are stupid either. They're more intelligent than us. We're the dumb ones. We know all the spaceships going into the water, into the mountains. They're going to the Middle Earth entrances, and we know where there's a few of them. We know about the one in Brazil. We know about the one in Arizona. Not the mountains and the rocks. I'm talking about these huge holes in the earth, like natural, like there's no way they should have moved and adjusted over the years. People know a certain entrances, and it's public knowledge, whether you think it's just conspiracy or not. We know of a few entrances, and the Grand Canyon has an entrance. You know, I don't want to get canceled, but you know what I'm
Hey,
saying? They're not stupid. They're multicultural, multi-species down there, man. Like we're the ones that got cut off. We think we're so advantaged that we live up here in this fresh air. What fresh air? We're breathing in fucking pollution. We used to live 400 years. We can't even live 75 years now. I bet you those motherfuckers in Middle Earth, they're living like thousands years, bro. They got the crocodile DNA. And unless they don't get killed in war or something, they live forever. I bet you when we communicate with them, we're going to see people that were around from the Egyptians and they could really tell us what really went down instead of reading these bullshit in the books. You understand? I think
Hey,
those
real
people
quick.
were around.
I do think these niggas. I thought about something real quick when he said ascending and descending. I was like, hey, if the further I go down, the more dense it gets, right? What can I be that will sustain that? And then I'm like, oh, it's already stuff down there, right? But I'm like, hey, I want to be a being though. Oh, water. Water is like one of the.
Yo,
I
it
think
doesn't
if I'm
get
not
dense. That's only
mistaken.
in water. To see the ocean underneath
No,
the
hold on,
ocean, they've
hold on.
accessed it.
Water is
It's a
only
different. It's
water is
different
only the
density
one
than
of the
our
only
water.
liquids that's
Hold on,
uncompressible.
let's hear
Compressed
everybody
water.
out here in turn because I definitely want to hear everybody's aspect and all the
You know what I mean?
details.
Water
Let's just okay, go
water
for
is
it.
one of the liquids that's like
Oh,
uncompressible.
thanks, bro.
So I'm
Thanks.
like, wait a minute. If this thing is the lower the density, I'm like, yo, what can I be if I try to lower my density? Or like first it's then from where the hell they get the fire from of this idea of hell, right? And I kind of like just toss that to the side right quick. Then I'm like, okay, if I'm going up, and when you go up, they kind of associate that with the air, so they're trying to get a lighter body. What happens if I go down? What happens if I lower my density or try to like contract myself as much as possible? You know what I mean? And I thought about, I'm like, okay, how the fuck would I live down there? Water. Water is the only, not the only. I'm sorry, one of the only liquids. One of the only liquid that's uncompressible. You can't compress this shit. You feel me? It could be a slug or it could be whatever, but I think it's water. These niggas can easily uh, water is what's the thing, bro? You can easily fucking damn it, my bad, bro. The bong got me. Like you could easily change water, not change it, but like program it or adapt it or kind of rearrange the structure or kind, you know what I mean? And I believe it got like 5 states, like 4 or 5
Right.
states or something like that, bro.
And
Something like that.
this is where I'm going to add something. Somebody stated something here at this panel when we're having a conversation. Though, is water only water, or is it the molecule that can be resonance frequency tuned to any element? Any element can become any other element because every element is actually made from the one source core particle being resonated at different frequency fields gives it its laws of physics and determines the element it's going to be. So in fact, water could be plastic, plastic could be water, plastic could be metal, depending on how it's being vibrated to the frequency field, molecules are being added or knocked off, reconfigured. So to give an answer here, to bring something to the table, to the more advanced, denser frequency dimensional channels, you could pretty well manifest new elements and alchemize, right? So there's not one limit. Yeah, water could be water. Water is really dense, low. But then again, what is water? Water could be transmutated into any other element because every element is actually generated from these what I define the one particle theory that sources core, energy core, basically that is an energy seen as many different elements is simply not simply, but there's more to this, vibrated at different frequency, which gives it its different appearance of laws of physics and molecule configuration. So what you're defining, yeah, it's very feasible. Could be, right? Maybe there'll be beings constructed water beings out of water. Maybe there'll be dense 1,000-pound molecule in core
Well,
part
definitely water played a part in our existence. Our mammal, reptile, whatever the fuck kind of species we are. You know what I mean? We're like 70 fucking 2% or some percent liquid fucking water. So definitely in our species existence, water plays a part into it. That H2O, you know what I'm saying? Because we need it to survive. You can go without food, but you can't go without fucking water.
Hey, no funny. Your body, no funny. With the knocking off the molecules and stuff. I ran into this concept. I think it was somebody in African holistic health. I think his name was Dr. Africa or something like that. He brought along a concept like if your body's in a healthy, whatever healthy is, whatever that I'm gonna put quotes around that, whatever healthy is. If your body's in a healthy enough state, it'll take like let's say it's vitamin C. It'll take that and alchemize it to be what it needs it to be. So if you
Right.
low on this other vitamin, it'll take it, do some alchemical shit, and then transform it into this other chemical that you can now intake. So it's like,
Right.
hey, we see this vitamin B12, but we lacking in vitamin C. Let's add
Yeah, you
a
can go without food for a
electron
long
or
time.
something. Let's add a proton.
But you
Now it's
can't go without
vitamin C.
water.
No, 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 no,
Okay,
not not
go
not, not
ahead. Go
about that.
ahead.
About like the knocking off the electrons. There's like another frequency, or you could kind of alchemize the chemical by changing the structure of it. Like maybe add a proton and now it's hydrogen. I don't know, not like that, but you get what I'm saying. I'm not
Right.
a chemist.
Electrolytes.
Now this is where
Electrolytes. You know the
this is
Gatorade?
where now this is where I want to point out to everybody that they are actually all the elements already, and it's really in the future. How can I define it? There'll be an option to thought project, build in real time. I call it thought projecting building manifestation, where you're building in real time into the digital holographic construct. Okay, now taking to contemplation. Okay, everything that we are experiencing is in your thought core. It is a projection within your thought core. So in actual fact, to your parallel experience reality, everything you're seeing is actually being projected from your thought core and being sustained and maintained, because the only reason you can see it is if it existed in your thought core. That is like it is exactly a digital data decoder translator translating to you all the elements and the construction of the objects, environments, constructs, surroundings. All the elements are actually being generated from your thought core. That is like a projector on the movie screen. The projection is the experience of events, is one's thought core. This is everybody in existence exists in their thought core projection. Okay, so everything to exist, you are actually projecting it to your parallel experience of events existence. So yeah, it is interesting how this all works.
That's the brain, man. The brain is the fucking computer that works out all that what you just said, man. It enables you to see what you see. I mean, light has a little bit to do with it. We're limited by the light particles that we see. Definitely light too, but that's another story. But definitely what you were saying is true. And that's the brain that process all that. But that's
Okay,
not
now
you still.
Hey y'all,
now
I
I'm
gotta
gonna.
go though. I got a phone call. I gotta go take care of some stuff real fast. So
All right,
I gotta
fam.
get out of here.
Good to
Blessed
have
out,
you.
brother.
You do you, man.
All right.
Blessed.
Yeah, and all right, my bad, YouTube. There's a lot going on right now. I tap in when I can. You feel me?